Hello, welcome back to Polyglot Programmer. I'm sorry. In this section, we will talk about still lists using lists and the dictionary and HashMap. But we're going to use C++. There will be a long video about it because there's a lot to do in C++. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, we're going to make string hello world and string 112225 and turn it into list, and after that we're going to turn turn string into list of integer, and after that we're going to turn list char into string, turn list integer to array, and remove duplicate, check if a space inside, this one space inside the list or the array, and then we're going to check the index of space. But before that we're going to change from the list of str into char, because it make easier to track the index. And then we're going to remove the space in the list, and we're going to merge the list with the same type. I'm going to add 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After that we're going to swap the list. We're going to cut it, swap the list from the index and change array to the vector. After that we're going to cut list into two. Maybe we're going to say one is hello, another is world. Okay, and we're going to make a hash map of this, and we're going to check if the n in key means that hash map has n, maybe. Right? No, n in key, I mean the key one, right? Not the value. And then we're going to get the hash map, get value of k, and check if the n in the value, and we're going to iterate all the hash map. That's all that we're going to do now. I'm going to without further ado, let's go to the code. First we're going to make str1. maybe the name is up to you. I'm just creating one to make sure that str is not reserve word. Actually it's habit, but that's fine. And then we're going to have integer 1 going to be this one here. From what we see, it has an error there. It say that it don't understand what is string. Maybe we can include string in here, and then gone. Okay, after that we're going to turn string into list. First we're going to say list of character. Okay, it's going to be list str1, and then we're going to say str1 is begin, and we're going to take everything in there to end, right? Also we're going to change the another list in the number 1, but we're going to make it character first. It's going to integer 1, right? What is this? Integer 1, we're going to say integer 1 going to be begin, and integer 1 going to be end. Okay, and after that it say that something is wrong with the list, so we're going to be including maybe is there a list in there. Okay, see, it's gone. And then we're going to print this one as the count, maybe from the list of str. Going to print everything in here, and we're going to say And okay, there's something problem in here. Why we have to include another one. If not your stream, if not, I'm not mistaken. Your stream. Okay, it's gone. And then after that, we're going to say, okay, I'm going to print a list of str. I'm going to print another list of integer. But because we don't have what do you call it, function for a built-in function to print a list in there, we have to create our own. So I'm going to say print list of list str1, right? And then another one is here we're going to say print list of list integer 1. Okay, this is the one that we're going to create. We're going to say, okay, void this one. I'm going to take a list, right? I'm going to take a list of char. I'm going to say this just list maybe. Okay, I'm sorry for this one. Okay, so in void we're going to say, we're going to iterate the list, right? So we need to say auto constant of the e. Maybe you can say anything like item, or maybe, yeah, you can say item in here. Just yeah, just naming problem, not much matter, I think. You can say that item in here. Okay, after I print all of that, we're going to say std count. Just want to enter in here, so I'm going to say enter. Okay, after this one, let's try to run this one. Is it running well? I'm sorry, you have to change it into list.exe, and going to just list.exe in here. See, it's already been changed into list, and now we're going to do another method in here. We're going to turn the list into list of integer. Okay, for this one we're going to declare the list of integer, right? And I'm going to make this one integer list, but you can rename whatever you want. There's no problem in there. I'm going to iterate the char in integer 1. Okay, and then I'm going to say integer list. Okay, it's going to append or push back in here. Going to say c minus 48. This is what we call it, sc, right? So if you want to know what happened, why you have to what do you call it, minus 48, because all the string so you can see that every character has a number, right? So we minus 48 to make sure that it's going back to the string. And then after this one, we're going to iterate another one. This is for constant auto, and I'm going to make element in here, but you can change the name, you can do whatever you want with the name, but for me, I'm just element. It's just for printing the, what is it, the array that we already built, the list integer. I'm sorry, not the array, the list integer. I'm going to say element. It's going to be have space in here, and I'm going to say in here std count and then for enter. And we're going to check this one first. Oh, sorry, what happened here? Hello. Okay, check this one, and we're going to just list exe. See, this is already been list of integer. And another one, we're going to print the list, just turn it into string, right? So I'm going to say, okay, string str is going to have, we have to make a function in here. I just say convert, I'm just name it convert to string, I think. So in here we're going to give a list of str1, and also we need a list of str1 dot size. But you can just iterate the size inside the convert to string. Yeah, just what float your boat. But for me, I'm just make it yeah, more comfortable like that. And we're going to just print the string and ln. Okay, we have to create the convert here. So because it's string, it should be string also here, right? String also, and I say this one, I'm going to have, what we call it, is this list str list, like, okay. So I'm going to have a list of character in here. I'm going to name it list, and integer I'm going to name it size. So in here I need a string for temporary string. I just make a result, I think. Just give an empty string in here, and I'm going to have a list of character. I need an iterator right in here. So to iterate everything, iterator in here, and I'm going to name it IT, and he's going to be a list beginning. So what do you call it? It's just like a pointer, but it will be pointing in first of the list of character, right? Iterator. Something wrong here. Say, yeah. I think we need another declaration in here. Maybe iterator, right? Is it include bits of stdc ++.h. What? No. This one, right? Is it gone? Okay, iterator is gone. But it's highlighted, but that's all. Just ignore this one. So iterate is being recognized, and then we're going to say, okay, for integer e is same as 0 and e is less than size, right? I'm going to say e++ in here, and you're going to say result is going to be result plus, okay, and we're going to say after this plus it, and then we're going to return the result. Okay, and we're going to check this one, right? Going to check whether it's working or not. See what happened here. Say that IT was not declared on the scope. Is it? IT is not declared in the scope. That's quite weird. Let's forgot this one. Maybe we need another one, like include JString. Is there JString here? JString. We need JString. Nothing. How about we include yeah, we need vector maybe at the end, but will it change? Let me see this one, right? Expect, oh, I see, something is wrong in here. In line 61, he said, oh, we need this one. It's not about IT, right? It's char iterator. So one thing I changed is this one. We just say this list, right? It's already, what we call it, it's a reserved word, so you cannot use that one. I'm just change it into A, and after that, this and C, so it print as string in here. Next, we're going to change the list integer into, what do you call it, just array of integer. Okay, first we're going to just make declaration about the array. The array, we can say the name just declaration, and we're going to say list. For array, we need size in front, so you can just make a null array. You have to put it there, how many you want to take, and then after this you need to the C++ doesn't have, what they call it, a built-in, so you have to change it, list to array. Okay, going to put integer list in here, and you're going to put array in here. Remember, you cannot just make an array and then make a function in here to change, for example, change list to array, because there's not exist in C++. So I'm going to the change list is going to be, what do you call it, just another void in here, but for the function in here, it's going to point to array, so it will be changed like this one. It's going to put an array in there, and also just list of integer, and another is integer list, right? So what happened if we change the value in array, it will change also in the main. Okay, so in here you just can say we're going to make k same as 0. This is just for temporary, right? So we're going to iterate this one. We're going to say integer constant of item in here is going to have integer list as source, and we're going to say array is k plus plus same as item. Okay, and then you're going to print this one, right? We already have we already changed it, and we're going to print it. For print it, you're going to just iterate in here. Just make sure that you can create a void function for this, but it will be, what they call it, yeah, just I'm just more comfortable like this, right? But you can do anything, you can change it if you want to. You can say that integer list size, okay, and we're going to say e plus plus. What we're going to do here, we're going to just print std count, and then we're going to use an array, going to have an e in here, and we're going to go with space in here. But after this, you need what they call it, an enter, right? So I'm going to make another count and just handle here. Okay, just make sure that everything works fine. Going to check this one and list this one. See, this is already been an array because we just printed from array. And then another one, we're going to remove duplication in here. We're going to remove the 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 into just 1 2 3 4 5. First one we're going to do is we're going to make another array. Maybe we're going to say array 1, right? We just need 5 of this because we just need 1 2 3 4 5. Just need 5 of this, and then we're going to say, okay, we're going to make a function. Another function is remove duplication, but just for my name, this is my preferred name. But if you want to change it into whatever you want, it's just feel free to do that. And then we're going to say in here just the size of the integer list, right? The size of the array. And then we're going to put array1. This is the final product. Remove duplication will be the same, right? You can say remove duplication or remove duplicate, just feel free. Going to say void duplications is going to be integer of array, is going to be integer of size, right? And integer of array1. Some kind of this. So for remove, it is going to be a little longer because we need several things. We're going to say integer e just for for the beginning, right? Maybe e will be using as integer e0, and we're going to make a set in here. Okay, and then we're going to iterate e is same as 0. We're going to need an e less than n, and we're going to have an e plus plus. Okay, and after this we're going to say as insert array with I in here. Okay, and after that we're going to say set of the integer. Going to iterate, we need an iterator. Iterator name is always it, to make sure that we're not confused about this. And then we're going to have integer k. Okay, integer k, maybe k same as 0 here. This just for for we need another iteration in here. So I'm going to say it is s.begin. Okay, and if it is not same as s.end, means that it's already been the last of the set, right? And I'm going to say now ++.it, right? And then in here you can just std count of the space. I'm going to print the k in here, so I'm going to print the k, and what happened to the k? It has just comparison, right? You can compare this one. If this is the number of index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think just 4 is the max, because we just have 5, right? And then we're going to have space in here, and then we're going to say result of the k++ is same as it. So we're going to make an no. I'm going to have array here, array1, right? It's name array1, right? Let me see. Yeah, array1. I usually just use result array1. I'm sorry. After this one, we're going to say okay, and then we're going to just print count. Can use std count or count, just matter, just make sure that you're comfortable with what you use. And after we remove it, we need to print this one, right? Just after we remove it, we need to print this one. So I'm going to say integer of array1 size, right? Because the size is different if you're using array, you have to have this one, just array size of array, right? And then you're going to be divided by size of array1 0. means that if you have a size of integer, let me say that integer have 3, right, or 2, and the size of array is going to be, if you have a 5, it's going to be 10. This is the size, but we have to divide it by integer is divided by 2, so it's going to back into 5. Okay, and then we're going to say after this std count, just print the size to make sure that we don't have an error in here. Array1 is going to be just array1 size, right, and ln. Okay, and after this we're going to just print this based on iteration, so we're going to say integer is 0 and e is less than array1 size and e++. Okay, and then we will have std count, right? What we're going to say that array1 is going to be I, right? And then we're going to give a space in here. After that, we're going to just std count of and ln. Okay, let us see the result here. Should be 1 2 3 4 5, right? Okay, what happened? Who is n in here? Let me see. I'm sorry, what is this one? Oh, I'm sorry, should be size, right? There's no n in here. Okay, let me try this one more time. Okay, we're going to say list. See, I have array1 is 1 2 3 4 5, no duplication, and we're going to check if the space exists. The problem is we don't have the built-in function, so we have to make maybe check space, right, if the spaces exist, and we're going to say just put this str1 in here, right? Str1 in here. Okay, and then we're going to here to be, maybe we can change it into boolean in here for the check space, right? And then we're going to print it because the, yeah, I can say that check space, maybe I'm going to say this one. So this is going to std count, just print the space exists, point it, and then we're going to print the check space, right, and we're going to print the handle. This is more convenient, I think. So I'm going to just check space for this one, going to be boolean, boolean, and then we're going to have a list of strs of char, right? List of char, going to just say a. Make sure you're not confused about this. So in here we just make a result here, so has space. Hey, the name is good, right? Has space. Why we don't change this one into has space, right? Boolean has space. Okay, so we're going to check whether is the first one. We're going to say false because we don't the first one we don't know whether it exists or not. So in here we just iterate that list. We're going to say auto constant of, maybe we can say character, right, because it's character, right, and we're going to say from a. Okay, the name you can change it based on what you like, but yeah, for now I'm just used C, right? If C is same as space right here, you're going to change the hash space into true. else not, and then we're going to just return the hash space, right? So in here, let's see. Oh, exists, right? Because it says that 1 means that it true. Okay, another one, we're going to change the list str into char, because it makes us easier to search for the index of the space, so we can remove it. So we're going to just say change how's the name is list of str to array. Yeah, this is the informative name. I think I'm going to say list str1, and you're going to give that an array. You can say array. We have to make another array. So we're going to declare array str here. It's going to have a list of str dot size. This is for the size of that, and just say str in here. It's going to be void, so we're going to say in here, make another void in here of the first one is list of char, right? List of char, I think. Going to just char, and another one is a char, but it's going to be array, right? So it's going to be pointer in here. Okay, so we're going to just iterate like always. We're going to make k or I just same, declare it as 0, and going to say integer. Wait a minute, change list str to change list str to. Okay, so I know. So we're going to say just constant of maybe item. Make sure that you don't just confuse char, right? And then we're going to say array of the k plus plus, same as item. Okay, and then we're going to just print this one. Right? We need to print this one to make sure that it's working after we change it into list. So we're going to say integer array str size same as size of size of array str, and we're going to have the size of another array str 0. Okay, and we're going to just print char array. Print. We're going to make another function in here. Just print char. The name will be just print char array. Right. Going to just give the array of str in here, and just give the size of it. Right. Okay. So in here we're just going to make another function. The name is same of print char array. Yeah, there's so many function in here. It will have a char of array. Okay, and also the integer of array size. So, and then we're going to iterate this one. Just integer is same as 0, e is less than array size, and E will be plus plus. Also we're going to std count, right? Std count of array of I. After it's done, we're going to just print it with enter. So std count, I need some N. Okay, let's just try this one. Is it working or is it just work? STR is not declaring this. Wait a minute. Where is it? Function integer main 146. This one. List str size. I think I just forgot to give it char in here. Okay, let's see whether it's working or not. Come on. Okay. Going to say hello world. Okay, that's working. Change into a list, and also we need to check index space. So in here we're going to say space index should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 in 6, right? But we're going to check this one. It's going to have just make function in here, get position. I think for this you're going to just use array string, array str size, and what we're looking for, just space in here. Okay, and in here we're going to say std count. We're going to print the index of space in array. Okay, in array we're going to say this one, and we're going to just space index in here. Okay, so in here we're going to make a get positions just outside the integer main. We're going to say integer get positions, right? Constant of char array. Just make sure that array name is, and then we're going to say size of the t is going to be size, and the char of space, I think. Make sure you're not confused. And we're going to have constant of char and length. Array is going to plus size in here, and then in here we have to constant of char. Okay, match. If the match, going to say std find the array until the end, and we're going to search space. Okay, and we're going to return if the n is same as match, means that it not found. You're going to just minus one, else is going to be match minus array. Okay, this is for the get position one. Let's check this one whether it's working or not. Come on. Okay, I'm going to say okay, space in 5, right? So 1 2 3 4 5, yes, that's right. And then we're going to remove the space from not from the array, so space from the array, not from the list, right? So from remove we have to do something in here. Going to say that maybe we're going to redeclare the array size, because for now array str size is going to be like maybe 10. After it remove it should be 9, right? so we have to change this one first. So I'm going to say just I'm going to use a function like delete element. In here, the delete element, it will remove the element and make a new element, and also change the array, or the array of str. So array of str is going to be just hello world without space, and also I'm going to change the size of this one, right? Size of this one is, and also we need space. What kind of character that we will remove, right? So in this, going to say just integer of delete element, we're going to have first is array, right? Or just array size, array. Okay, this is going to be child array, and going to be integer of size, going to be character of space, like this is the one. So in here we're going to just say that integer of I is same as before. We're going to just check if E is same as 0, E is less than size, and I plus plus. And then in here, going to just check if array of I is same as space. Same as space, we're going to just break it. Okay, and then after this, we're going to check if the I is less than size, right? And then size is going to be size minus 1. And we're going to say for integer j same as I, right? Where j is less than size, going to be j plus plus. In this iteration, we're going to say array of j same as array j plus 1, and then we're going to just return the size. Okay, so after that we're going to just print this one, right? We're going to print the modified what do you call it, just modified array. So we need just std count of modified array without space. Okay, in here is, and we're going to give a print in there, and then just make sure that we're going to just give endless. Same, you have just give an enter in there, and then we're going to say for integer e is same as 0, is e is less than array size, array str size, right? And we're going to have this one a plus plus, right? And we're going to say in here std count, going to print the array str based on I. I'm going to give them a space in here, and std count of endless in here. Okay, let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, I think there's no error. See, there's hello world without space. Okay, and then we're going to merge the same list with 1 2 3 4 2 6 7 8 9 10, right? So in here we're going to say that going to make integer of array name maybe 2, right? Because 1 is already been taken, and I'm going to say just 6 7 8 9 10 in here, and I'm going to need a size in here, integer integer of array 2 size is going to be size of array 2 divided by size of array 2 0. Okay, this one we got this, and we're going to combine this one. Yeah, just make sure that we make another list, right? Make sure that we need another array, maybe array 3 for putting all together. So it's going to be array 1 size plus array 2 size, right? This is a 3 one. And we're going to say, okay, combination array. Combination array is going to be array 1, we're going to have array 2, we're going to have array 3, and the size array 1 size, array 2 size, and array 3 size, but array 3 is going to be array 1 size plus array 2 size. Okay, now we're just going to make this is void in here. Just void this one. It has integer of array 1, integer of array 2, integer of array 3. Going to, don't forget the pointer in here. Going to have a size, so integer of just names, just same name, right? And 1 size, integer of array 2 size, and integer of array 3 size. Okay. So in here we're going to iterate everything and put it into array 3. So we're going to say for integer e is same as 0, and we're going to say e is less than array 3 size, right? And e plus plus, we're going to have what we call it in here, if the e is less than array 1 size, right? It's going to have an array 3i same as array 1i. If it's bigger than that, it means that it's going to have array 2 in there, so we're going to say array 3i and not 2i, sorry, same as array 2, array 2i minus of array 1 size. Okay, after that just print this one, right? Just for integer e same as 0, e is less than array 3 size, and e plus plus, going to just std count of the array 3 for I, and then going to have space in this, and just std count for enter. Okay, let's check this one. Same old, same old. See, now we have array 3 of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now we're going to swap lists. Just swap for hello world, maybe O to A, right? We swap this one. For this one, we're just going to be yeah, I hope it's just swap. We have a built-in function now, so we're going to say array of str of 4, just change it to array str of 5, array str of 5, and see what happened. And then we're going to print this one for integer e is same as 0, is less than str size, right, e plus plus, and then we're going to just std count of array stri, just a quick space in here, yeah, std count, enter and learn. Okay, let's see, should be good, right? See, it's changed right from here away to way O. So we change the position. Now we're going to change the array to factor, right? So just say vector char hello char hello character means char, right? And we're going to say for integer I is same as 0, I is less than hello char dot size and I plus plus, right? So we're going to have hello char push back, and we're going to give then str not size but str dot I. Then we're going to have this one, and then we're going to cut this one into half. So we need to know half of it, so size t, right? Half is same as hello char dot size is divided by 2. Now if half is greater than 0, I'm just going to split it, say std factor char, okay, and we're going to name this first part, second is last part, right? Going to say hello char dot begin, okay, and the end is hello char dot begin plus half of it. Okay, we're going to copy this one, just same old vector, use char also, and this is last part, right? Where is hello char is size a, begin is plus half, right? And then to hello char dot end. Okay, sounds good to me. And we're going to print this. Name maybe we have to create another one, right? Vector, print vector character. It's going to be, yeah, just print out from the hello char, and then we copy this one to the first part, and the other one is last part. Okay, so hey, last part. Okay, so we're going to have a void in here. Let's just create this one, void, right? Going to be have a vector of char. It's going to be vec char. Yeah, just suit yourself for the name, right? Okay, in here we're going to say just for integer I, just iterate everything, right? For just printing this one, I is less than, the name is just ugly, just say just new char, right? This makes good, I think. Just copy this one, new char, right? Dot size, okay, and we're going to have I plus plus, and we're going to just std count of new char dot I, okay, just give them space in here, and std count is going to have handle in here. Okay, This is just for the print one, right? Let's make sure everything goes fine. Oh, I see. Something say that it count, not count. What is this? Oh, I see. Sorry for this one. This is just typo. Make sure that it's, I think it's going to be alright after this one. See, going to be XA. What is this? Green vector char. Okay, we're going to check this one, and we're going to just see. It's going to be cut like hello and hello and word, right? Because we already changed this one. And we're going to make a hash map in here after this one. So in here, you just say unordered. So unordered hash in here. Unordered, not hash map, I think. In here, we're going to have integer and also string in here. Name is HashMap. The hash map is going to be hash map of one is going to be have first, and we're going to just copy this one, just change it into hash 2 here and hash 3 here. It's going to be second in here. It's going to be third in here, right? And then you're going to check if the n is present in the key. Just check if the hash map find k, right? If the hash map find k is hash map not same as n, means that it's not in the end of it. So it's to the count is going to have k in here, key found, just else std count key not found, right? Just make sure that this already been there. Std count is going to be handle, okay? I'm going to check this one. K is not declared. Okay. We're going to say just k same as 1. And then see, 1 key found. Okay. And then just after this, we're going to get value of k is value of hash map, get value of k, just std count. This is the easy one. Just need to say the value of k is k, and then hash map of the k. This is, and just keep handling in here, and see this one. Okay, it's first, right? And we're going to check after n is in the value. We have to create another I think another function in here. It's maybe just hash value, because it doesn't have a built-in in here. So hash map, I want to search, maybe I want to search second in here, and then just make sure that just give it enter after that handle. Okay, so make sure this is the one. I'm going to make it here void, okay, and ordered map of the integer and string. It's going to be HashMap, so you don't confuse over the name. Okay, and we need another one is second, right? So it's going to be string value, maybe name is value. Okay, and we're going to iterate this. I'm going to say for auto x on the HashMap. Okay, and we're going to have this one if x.second is same as maybe we're going to have this search value, so make sure that we just doesn't confuse what value is this search value, and we're going to just count, I forgot, std count. I'm going to say value is present at, I'm going to have x first, and then the value is, and we're going to have x second. Okay, just give it handling here, and just after this make sure that you break the for, just return this one. After that std count, if not is value is not exists. Okay, and just handle it. Okay, and then we check this one. Let's say value is in second. Okay, so value exists, but it should be value second. Okay, and then we're going to iterate the map. This is the last one, right? We're going to just same as auto x from the HashMap. Okay, going to have this one std count of x first, going to have this one just, and then x dot second. Okay, and going to say handle, just check this one. After that return 0, make sure it's working, and just see. Okay, that's all for now. See you in the next video. Thank you.